I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to manifold sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. Practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to manifold sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to manifold sentient beings. Sanye Juda Zoge Jonam Lo Janju Bardo Tanin Yazochi Tage Jinzo Gebe Sonamge Dola Venjir Sanye Jubara Esho Sanye Juda Zoge Jonam Lo Janju Bardo Tanin Yazochi Tage Jinzo Gebe Sonamge Dola Venjir Sanye Jubara Esho Sanye Joda Zoge Jonam Noe Chanju Bardo Tane Gyasush Nage Jinso Gebe Sonamge Jola Penjir Sanje Jubara Esho Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhava Hetum Desham Dathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Yen Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Desham Dathagato Yavatat Desham Chayo Nirodha Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Swaha Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Dathagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Nirodha Evam Vati Mahashramanaye Swaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The cessation causes is all but great seer. Okay, where did we leave this morning? 38. 38 done or not done? Undone. 39. The cognizant perceives the cognizable without the... Okay. Now, what it said is 38. It says that having ascertained oneself, say the realist beings, like Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they ascertained the reality themselves, and then help others also ascertain the reality, to let others, help others realize everything is like a dream. The learned ones, these learned Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, proceeds excellently, always without error. So we talk about the errorless answer, emptiness without error is dependent origination, emptiness to be the two sides of the same coin. Where is only emptiness, no dependent origination means nihilism. Dependent origination and the emptiness and dependent together, then this is the true understanding. So what is that understanding? We see that everything is dependent originated. For example, let's say that what is that? Red Cross. What is Red Cross? Hey. Organization what?
Humanitarian organization?
Humanitarian organization to help. Say, for example, there is a crisis going there. There's a crisis, human crisis going there, and Red Cross wants to go there to give the humanitarian aid. So there, the one who is creating the crisis, these people stop the flow of the transportation. You're getting it? So Red Cross is the benefactor. And the people there who went through suffering, they are the beneficiaries. And the act of benefiting is what connects it to. So what happens is that the people who create the problem there, these people deliberately cut the road to Red Cross to go to the crosses the area. They cut it. So what happens? Red Cross is the benefactor. And the people, these suffering people, the victims, they are the beneficiaries. And what connects it to? Act of benefiting. Act of benefiting connects it to. So benefit goes in the truck, the load of food is go there, and somebody stop the act of benefiting. The act is stopped. What happens? Benefactor and beneficiary, these two are disconnected. So when disconnected, then the benefactor is not benefactor. When the act of benefiting is not happening, the benefactor is not benefactor. Because there's no benefactor, the beneficiary is not a beneficiary. You are not getting any benefit. So whereas if the beneficiary says that we don't want to aid, so beneficiaries don't exist, then the act of benefiting makes no sense. Without the act of benefiting, you're not a benefactor. If the benefactor says that, oh, we are very sorry, we cannot do anything, we don't have enough ration, whatever, then the act of benefiting is not happening. Then you are not the beneficiary. So these three are mutually dependent. When one is missing, the remaining two makes no sense. So they're all mutually dependent. There's no independent reality. So this is known as the mutuality of dependency. Only dependent origination exists, no independent reality exists. So 39. Okay, penalty 1, penalty 2, penalty 3, penalty 4, penalty 5. And who is responsible? The eldest one is responsible. Eldest one is responsible. Who is the eldest? So eldest one send the younger ones first. Okay. 39. 39. So what we are saying is that the three things, whenever there's action, there's the actor, there's the agent, and the object to which the action is done, and then the act. These three things are there. Agent, action, and the object on which action is performed. 3. So these things are always mutually dependent. There's no independent reality. This amazing teaching of the Buddha, where everything is dependent originated, there's nothing independent real. No independent real means they say all negative emotions will dissolve. But things do exist dependently means that you do not fall into nihilism. You will engage in the follow the act of cause and effect, karmas properly. 39. The cognizant perceives the cognizable. Cognizant meaning the mind which cognizes things, which knows things, cognizant. Perceives cognizable. Cognizable is the object. Cognizant, the mind, cognizes the cognizable, that is the object. Without the cognizable, if there's no object, then the cognizant makes no sense. Cognizant, cognizable, these two are mutually dependent. Without the cognizable, there is no cognition. Cognition is the mind. Therefore, why do you not admit that neither object nor subject exists at all? Exists at all meaning exists objectively. Because opponents Acharya Nagarjuna says that things exist objectively. So you see that they're all mutually dependent. Because they're mutually dependent, there's no object subject existing independently. So here, that neither object nor subject exists at all, meaning exists objectively at all or independently at all. These are the qualifications that we need to remember. 40. The mind. Now from this what we come to know, this morning exercise, I am very unhappy. We come to know that this mind is just like an illusion. You're getting it? This mind like an illusion. Somebody has the marker pen. Somebody has a marker pen. This color is like emptiness. Is there something which deceives us, intrinsically real? This turns in, yes, it's empty. Oh, not yellow.
Yes, a lot. Do you need a bright color? We have 3 bright colors.
Very good. I make it confused. Who's the owner? Owner, empty the owner. Whose is this? Seems like neither knows that this is my favorite color when I was a little boy. Good. Your name?
Julia.
Julia believes in objective reality. Yes. Okay. Hey, cover. Okay, now give them to the respective people. One here. Okay, so let us see that how the mind is objective, empty of objective reality. You're getting it? How the mind is empty of objective reality. What do you see here? Buddha's picture. Very good. You see Buddha's picture. So how do you know that this Buddha picture there? Your mind sees that. Your mind sees Buddha's picture. Okay. Now, okay, let's put. Oops. Okay. So what we do is first enjoy the sound. No responsibilities. Just enjoy the sound. Close your eyes and enjoy this. Just enjoy. Once more. Okay, my question is, what do you enjoy? You enjoy, huh? You enjoyed sound of this, what do you call it, symbol. Now, did you enjoy the sound of music? Did you enjoy? Now, when I say did you enjoy, which means with this one, when I hit this, the kind of enjoyment that you had, what you enjoyed, was that the sound of the music which you heard 10 years ago? No, why not? That was past. That sound which you enjoyed, is it the sound which you are going to hear after 10 years? No, that is yet to. I did not enjoy what was future is yet to come. So I enjoy the present moment of the sound. You're getting it? You enjoy the present moment of the sound. Okay, now the next responsibility is for you to just to see I am enjoying, not I enjoyed, not I will enjoy, I am enjoying. Listen, ready? Okay, was there a time when you were saying I am enjoying? Yes, no. Was there a time where you were truly feeling that I am enjoying? Yes? Okay, now the next is going to be a little more complicated. Say, just check how long is the duration of that. How long is that duration when you were saying, I am enjoying this sound? Not I enjoy it, not I will enjoy. I am, what, enjoy this? Past, will enjoy? Future, enjoying. I am enjoying. Okay, just check, not just enjoying, but what's the duration of that? Because I am enjoying is past, present, or future? Present. Present is time or not? Is time. Time should necessarily have a duration. You getting it? Time should necessarily have a duration. 12 12 o'clock sharp is the time or not? 12 o'clock sharp is the time or not? There's no time. There's no time. 12 o'clock till 12, 1 minute, 1 second. Between 12 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 1 second. That is time. Time, there should be interval. If there's no interval, it's not a time. You're getting it? So this is what we need to remember. 1 hour means it's a time. 1 o'clock is not a time. 1 hour is time. 2 hours is time. There's a duration. Time should have a duration. Time should have parts. 1 o'clock, that's not a part. It's just conception. Whereas 1 hour has a duration, has parts. Okay, so now our job is, don't think about I enjoy it. Don't think about I will enjoy it. Only think about I am enjoying. You're getting it? Okay. Again, just see if you're really enjoying, I am enjoying. Okay, was there a time where, yes, I am enjoying? Presents? Aruna, no? You didn't enjoy?
I didn't find the time where I was enjoying.
Huh?
I couldn't find.
No, I did not ask you what was the time. I did not ask. Did you have a time to say that, yes, I'm enjoying? Yes, no?
I was asking this question to myself, but I couldn't identify this. Like, am I enjoying? I don't know.
Are you in Ngari Institute?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you talking about last life in Ngari Institute? Or are you talking about you in Ngari Institute last life?
No, this present moment.
Present moment. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Likewise, you are hearing this?
Yeah.
Good, this is what I'm saying. You're getting it? This is what I meant by, am I hearing this? Yes. And then it'll pass. Then I asked you, was there a time half a minute ago where you felt, I am hearing this sound? Okay, try this. Okay, just a split of a second ago or a few seconds ago, was there a time that you felt, I am hearing this sound? Raise hands. Good. Okay, now next is going to be a little more complicated. Next is, so that is I am. I am means past, present, future. Present. Present is time. Time should have duration. Check the duration of this present moment. Check the duration of this present moment. Ready? Okay. Raise hands. What was the duration? Raise hands. 5 seconds. 5 to 6 seconds. Gold medal?
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Wow, this is amazing. So here the people are very precise. 2 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Several different moments.
Okay. Don't know what 2, 3, 4, several moments. That's easier. Okay. 6 seconds. Anyone else? What's the duration? Huh? Jimala, few seconds. Okay, Shurul? 7 seconds. Wow, very precise. Anyone else? Okay, Chinle. 5 seconds. Okay, very good. Okay, yes, Cheong. Louder.
Geshe, I have some questions.
What's the question?
Yesterday told you a question. Was that a joke? Geshe, where did animals come from?
You're right. You're right. And animals come from the mother. You agree? Of course, they come from the mother.
Animals, before, where did animals come from? I'm telling you.
Yes.
Animals came from the ocean.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Animals came from ocean. Yes. I agree with you. I agree. Yes, the insurance is correct. Okay, next. So what we said is that, you said that it's like 5 seconds. Let's do it again. Do it again. You getting it? Just check what's the duration of the moment you were feeling I am experiencing. Okay, what's the duration? 5 seconds. You give? 7 seconds. Okay, Chiang, 5 seconds. Chiang, 5 seconds. You did like this, right?
You said enjoying. So I'm
Not enjoying. I said, for how long was this present moment? Whether enjoy you hate the sound, it doesn't matter. How long you hate the sound. Raman.
Гешела, мне кажется, что продолжительность для разных людей будет различной из-за того, что слух с возрастом не улавливает более высокие частоты. Поэтому те, кто старше, будут слышать короче, те, кто моложе, будут слышать длиннее.
Geshe-la, I think to different people, the length, the duration of the sound will vary according to their age. The older you are, the less sound you can hear. The younger you are, the longer sound you can hear. The subtle sound you can hear.
Okay. That's interesting. So which means the oldest will, there's less. Oldest will leave the class earlier. Because my sound is less. So they leave the class earlier. Okay. So youngest one, Chiang, will stay last. Okay. So good. Now good, done. Okay. So what I'm saying is that let's say some of you say 5 seconds. Now the question, these are the analytical meditation. You getting it? So now the analytical meditation comes. Okay, you just said that in the first place. So this all should be very, very rational. This should be factual. Don't just superimpose. Don't just speculate. This should be factual. Only if they are factual, then it will. Then when you see there's some kind of contradiction there, this will stir. This will shake your emotions. You're getting it? Your emotion will be shaken. Oh, then it will give rise to, wow, this is amazing. Then the real understanding will come. Whereas if you leave things just on a superficial level, speculations, no factual, the philosophical development will never happen, and the emotional transformation will never take place. Okay, so for the matter, what we are saying is that, number one, undeniably you heard the sound. Yes, no. That's fact or not fact? That's fact. And that moment you describe as a present moment. Fact, not fact? Fact, number two. Number three, present moment is a time. Fact, not fact? Fact number three. Number four, because it is a time, it should have a beginning, middle, and end. Number five, yes? Good. So because it is a beginning, middle, and end, let's say to make it easy, let me say, is it that you said it, I heard it for, the present moment is 3 seconds duration. Let's say 3 seconds. Now, what you call is present moment, because it's a time, it should have the duration, and the duration should necessarily have 3 moments. Present, So the beginning, middle, and end. Fact, not fact. Fact. If it is fact, then the beginning is gone, is past. Because beginning, middle, and end, they don't come together. Fact, not fact. Fact, not fact. Hey, fact. So beginning, middle, end, they don't come together. Because they don't come together, in the middle, with respect to the middle, the beginning is gone. Yes? With respect to the middle, the end is yet to come. Of the 3 moments, if at all you've experienced as a present moment, it is not 3 seconds, 1/3 of the 3 seconds. Yes? What is 1/3 of 3 seconds? What is 1/3 of 1 second? What is 1/3 of 3 seconds? 1 second. You're getting it? 1 second. If at all you experience something as a present moment, it should be 1 second. Now, again, it's not the end of the story. 1 second, you think, it's not easy. It should be 1 second. That is also under the writer of question. 1 second also is the duration. Fact, not fact. And duration should have beginning, middle, end. Fact, not fact. Fact. So beginning, middle, end. If you're in the middle, beginning is past. These 3 don't arise together. Fact, not fact. Fact. So in the middle, the beginning is past. This is not present. End is yet to come. It's the future. It's not present. Now how much? What time is left? 1/3 of a second. You getting it? Now even 1/3 of a second is under the question mark as present moment. 1/3 is also time. Yes, no. A time should have beginning, middle, end. Yes, no. And with respect to the middle, the beginning is gone. Yes, no. With respect to the middle, the end is yet to come. Yes, no. Yes. So if at all you experience the present moment, it should be 1/3 of a 1/3 of a second, which is 1/9 of a second. You're getting it? So you keep going like this, you will see that the middle, what is the present moment, you come to see is shorter, 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 shorter. Let's say 1 millisecond. If you can go further, for the time we stop there. And did you hear the sound? Yes, no? Undeniably, yes. Fact, not fact. Fact. Okay. So now the reality, what I'm challenging you is because that what you see as the present moment is too subtle, is too short duration that your mind does not have the capacity to see anything. To see anything, to feel anything, to hear anything, to see anything. It does not have the capacity because the duration of your mind, known as the present moment, is too short. Okay, so the question that comes to your mind is, even if the mind duration is too short, still is mind. It can see something. Now let's see if you can see something when the duration of mind is too short. You getting it? Okay, say eyes wider. Hey, keep your eyes wider. Don't do like this. Keep the eyes wider because I want to show something. And I'll give you duration for your time, for your mind to, I'll show the object to you for longer than 1 millisecond. I'll be very generous. I'll show that for longer than 1 millisecond. And you have to tell me, what did you see? So what I'm trying to prove is that when your mind is duration too short, you cannot see anything, you cannot hear anything. You're getting it? Our mind does not have that capacity. And today I'll be more generous with you. I'll show this for more duration than 1 millisecond. Yes? Ready? Okay, I'm going to show you something. You have to tell me what is that. You're getting it? What do you see? I have been very generous. It has been longer. The duration that I showed you is longer than 1 millisecond. You're getting it? 1 millisecond is 1 second split in 1,000. I showed it for like minimum 100 or 80 or the 80 or 90 milliseconds. Okay, what did you see? Huh? What did you see?
I saw something blue.
Something, what was written there? A drawing?
Some sort of character drawing.
Oh, just a character drawing,
Yes,
but not specific.
Blue color.
Not specific, only blue.
Maybe sort of fence, I don't know, maybe square.
Square something. Okay.
You wrote down wisdom in blue.
Okay, so it was written wisdom.
Yes, wisdom in blue.
Wisdom, WSDO wisdom. Jimala? Why Julia? She said the pen came from Julia, so is Julia written.
I haven't seen anything written, even the color. It was so fast. Just the white.
But for sure that is longer than the 60 milliseconds.
Yeah, so I haven't seen anything written.
You haven't seen because the duration of object shown is very short, and the mind which met with the object duration is very short. So when the duration of your mind is short, your mind doesn't have the capacity to see what it is. Is this what he's saying? Julia, is what he's saying? Okay, how many of you agree with Julia reasons? Okay. So which means that if your mind, ear consciousness, eye consciousness, knows whatever, if your mind, duration mind is too short, you cannot literally see anything, hear anything, comprehend anything. Is what he's saying? Good. Now, with this, check again. Are you really hearing something, or it's just an illusion? Okay, just close your eyes and listen to this. Are you hearing, really hearing, or is it illusion? Again. Okay, did you hear something? Undeniably you heard something, or it's just that you are hallucinating? You heard it, or it was a hallucination? Oh, we heard it. You undeniably heard. This is a fact. But when we engage the subject to analysis, analytical meditation, analysis, so what do you think? Your ear, which you heard, I am hearing, is present, past, future? Present. And present is a time. Time should have a duration. Duration means beginning, past, beginning, middle, and end. You keep doing like this, it becomes shorter, shorter, shorter. It becomes shorter than 1 millisecond. You getting it? Once it becomes less than millisecond, it's impossible that your ear can hear it. It's impossible you can hear this. So what makes you think that you heard it undeniably, factually you heard it? What makes you think that? This is where you see this illusion. You think you heard something, and what is that? That sound objectively, or your mind is creating it? Objectively, that is illusion. That's a deception. Okay, now continue. Some of you may be wondering what is written there. I'll not show you. Okay, good. Okay, now what it says is that where you see as a mind, okay, where you see as a mind as objective real. Objective real, it says that even this mind, you as objective real, the mind which heard the sound, the mind which is seeing these paintings, beautiful paintings, these are all, nothing exists objectively. When you engage in analysis, you see that they all are seen to be like a rainbow disappearing. Like the flower looks so beautiful, you go deeper, the flower disappears. It doesn't mean the flower is non-existent. It means it doesn't mean the flower doesn't exist. It means
The subject exists.
that the flower exists subjectively. Flower doesn't exist objectively. This meaning. Likewise, when you say that the mind is but mere name, the mind doesn't exist, it means the mind doesn't exist objective. It doesn't mean the mind doesn't. Mind exists. You're getting it. Everything exists. Okay. So, but the opponents of Arya Nagarjuna believe that the mind exists objectively, and it's not only the opponents. Each one of us. When we go into emptiness meditation, so gradually you may feel that, oh, if the mind does not exist objectively, then nothing is there. We are bound to face this stage. We are bound to go through this phase. So where if the mind does not exist objectively, then everything becomes pure imagination. So therefore, when that happens, you have to remember these teachings of Arya Nagarjuna. Okay. So number 40. Mind is but a mere label. But a mere label. Okay. So there are two rooms here. To your right and to your left. Right room is, you know that? Room, Geshe introduced this as the shrine of the Hagriva, Buddha Hagriva, and this is the shrine of Aryatara. You getting it? This is what Geshe informed me. Okay. Now, when you say gradually, if you stay here for a little longer, oh, I want to go to the Aryatara shrine here. I want to go to Buddha Hagriva shrine. You go here. Tell me how this is Aryatara's shrine and how this is the Hagriva's shrine. How? Huh? You can see the materials are different. Bricks are different. The bricks are not different. The stage was not there before. Stage was not. It was just two empty rooms. You're getting it? Then how one becomes Aryatara thing and the other one becomes? Huh? I say okay. So which means I told you, if I leave, then it's not Aryatara. If I leave, then this is not Aryatara shrine.
Ну, я буду так думать, что эти комнаты такие.
No, if you leave, I still will think that these rooms are still these shrines. So I said, I do.
So if I tell you this is Aryatara, then you believe it.
Но если это пустая комната будет.
So if I tell you this is chocolate, what's your name? Karina, this is chocolate. Oh, I believe in Geshe. Whatever he says is correct, right? Oh, we have a chocolate here, a moving chocolate. Huh? Okay, anyone else? Yes, Jimala.
Geshe first decided that this would be Aryatara's shrine and gave it a name, and then this would be Hagriva shrine and gave it a name, and then after that he put these statues and skupa and thakas, making it a shrine.
So the label is given.
Yeah, label was given.
Rooms were already there, but not sure which is which. Yeah. Then a label is given. Okay, this is Aryatara's shrine. This is Hagriva's shrine. And then it becomes Aryatara shrine. The neighbor comes, I have left the book in Aryatara shrine. You go here, you don't go here. You getting it? Okay, so this is how the Aryatara shrine come to be, by the label. You're getting it? Everything exists by the power of the label. Not objectively. Label is subject object. Subject. So it's purely label that things come into existence. Okay. So it's a 14. The mind is but a mere name. Name here means the label. Name here is the label. The mind is but a mere label. Okay, instead, to be very precise, we can say mind exists due to, by virtue of the mere label. Apart from its name is label, it exists as nothing. Apart from the label, for example, you remember this morning we said, I am very unhappy. From distance, you heard that somebody said, I'm unhappy. But you go to the object, nobody said it. Right? You heard it. From distance, you heard it. The one which heard it is a subject object. Subject heard it. That subject heard it. How did the subject hear that? Because this subject puts all these seven syllables together. I am very unhappy. Put them together by the subject and create an illusion. I am very unhappy. Create illusion. You getting it? The subject put them together and create illusion. So it gives a label. Oh, I'm very unhappy. Individually, there's no one who said I'm very happy. Only when it appears to one mind, I'm very unhappy. Then, so I am very unhappy. Objectively, there's no one said. But subjectively, you see that I'm very unhappy. So this is purely coming from the object or from the subject? From the subject. So this subject then said, okay, he said, I'm very unhappy. Somebody said, I'm very unhappy. Who is saying this? I am labeling it. I'm labeling it. You're getting it? So this one is full of atoms. It's full of atoms. And then from distance I see something. Then I call that this is a flower. This flower. But it's just full of atoms. And then I say this is a flower. Then everybody says this is a flower. And you see this is flower. This is how everything comes into existence. Okay. Apart from its name, apart from its label, nothing exists as. So view consciousness as mere name. So view your consciousness or the mind as mere subjective, mere label. Name too. Now what about name? Name may exist truly. No, the name, the label also does not exist truly. That is also empty of objective existence. 41. Either within, okay, now Nagarjuna is employing another way to see the emptiness of the mind. Let's say that you are seeing the flower. You are seeing the flower. And it's your mind which sees the flower. Your eye consciousness sees the flower. Your eye consciousness, where is this eye consciousness? If you're, let's say that let's say that eye sense power, if you're blind, you cannot see the flower. Which means you require the eye sense power. Now, the eye consciousness, which sees the flower, okay, are you seeing it, not seeing it? Seeing it, not seeing it. Factual, not factual. It's a fact, not fact that you are seeing. Are you just hallucinating or are you actually seeing? I'm seeing, this is a fact. Okay, when I say I'm seeing, this is a fact. When I say that I'm seeing, this is a fact, what sees? My sense consciousness sees. Where is this consciousness? Say, this is your eye sense power. Is it in the eye sense power or outside the eye sense power? You analyze this, you will never find it. You getting it? If it's inside the eye sense power, then how can it see something outside? If it's outside, then the eye sense power becomes irrelevant. It's not inside the eye sense power, no in the flower, no in between. Where is this eye sense consciousness? If you think like this, you may feel a little uneasy inside. That's complicated. Well said. And initially, even the analysis, we may not able to do the analysis because this is something which we had never thought of. So if you gradually keep doing this exercise, and gradually you come to sense that, okay, where is this eye sense consciousness seeing the flower? Is it in the eye sense power or with the flower or in between? Then in between, then I should not be seeing it. In between should be seeing it. If it's on the flower, I should not be seeing the flower, should be seeing itself. If it's here with the sense power, then the flower is totally irrelevant. You should be seeing without the flower. So none of these things happen. So where is this eye sense consciousness? Then a question comes to mind. This is not really the air. Okay, so 41. Either within the sense power or likewise without, outside like the flower, or somewhere in between the two. In between to nowhere the Buddha conquerors here, Buddhas have never found the mind in the sense power, outside the sense power, or in between sense power. So the mind has the nature of illusion. Yes. Huh? Behind what? Behind the? Papa is saying, so behind this, so this is your I sense organ. As organ is what you can see. Within the sense organ is the container. Within the container, you have the essence power. You're getting it? Essence power is not visible, but it is there. So, essence consciousness behind it.
Yeah.
Hey, essence consciousness behind it, which means essence power is totally irrelevant.
It's seen through
Through it, right? Through this. So therefore, the thing is that say there's a glass there. I'm seeing you through the glass, right? Even without the glass, I should see you because it is in front. Remove it, I should be able to see you. And how Bhavani surrendered, he surrendered so beautifully with a sense of loss. Okay, good. We need to contemplate more. This is very serious matter. Okay. The conquerors have never found the mind. Never found the mind doesn't mean that the Buddhas never found the mind. This is not the meaning. Never found the mind when subjected to ultimate analysis. You getting it? This analysis is known as ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. With the ultimate analysis, you will find nothing including the mind. Therefore, nothing exists objectively including the mind. So the mind has the nature of an illusion. Nature of illusion appears, but objectively, it's empty. 42. The distinctions of colors and shapes. So the mind, now another way of looking at it. The mind does not have color. The mind does not have shape because it's not physical. And the mind, or there is the object subject, the mind, there's no, in other words, those who say Ari Nagarjuna is trying to reject what? Trying to reject mind? Ari Nagarjuna is trying to reject mind? No, what is he trying to reject? Objective mind, you're getting it? He's trying to, he himself accepts mind because he is expert in emptiness. Because he is expert in emptiness, he already went through the two gates. What are the two gates? Do things exist? Do things exist was answer. Yes. Second question, do things exist objectively? No. The first question, do things exist? Yes. Do minds exist? Yes. You get it? He's not rejecting mind. He accepts mind. But what's being rejected is objectively exists mind is rejected. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. So, even the mind, so if you see the objectively is there, does it have color, shape, and so forth? No, it does not have color and shape. Also, it does not have, objectively, there's no object subject. Objectively, there's no object subject. How? Because to say object, unless there's a subject, you cannot talk the object. Unless the subject, you cannot talk the object. Unless the object, you cannot talk the subject. These two are mutually dependent. Mutually dependent means there's no independent reality. No independent reality means no objective reality. Okay, so order of object and subject of male, female, and neuter. Even the mind does not have male, female, neuter meaning hermaphrodite. The mind has no such fixed form. So the mind, if you subject to ultimate analysis, you cannot see any form as a mind. 43. In brief, the Buddhas have never seen, nor will they ever see such a... Hey, what happened? In brief, the Buddhas have never seen, nor will they ever see such a... Okay, such a mind is fine. Such objective mind is better. Such a mind with such includes objective, such a mind or such a objective mind. So how can or such a mind as accepted by the opponents? As accepted by the opponents. So how can they see it as having intrinsic nature? So how can the Buddha see the mind as having intrinsic nature? What is meant by intrinsic nature? Objective existence, inherent existence, independent existence, they all mean the same. So how can they see it refers to the mind as having intrinsic nature? That which is devoid of intrinsic nature, okay. Mind does not have intrinsic nature. Where there's no intrinsic nature, how can Buddha see intrinsic nature there? You getting it? Okay. For example, apple seeds do not have the potential to give rise to mangoes. How can the Buddha see the potential in the apple seeds, the potential to grow mangoes? Because it does not have it. So how can the Buddha see that? Next. Entity is conceptualization. Okay. What we see as flower. This flower. So this exists conventional analysis through conventional analysis, ultimate analysis. Through conventional analysis. You're getting it? So conventional analysis, if you remove the conventional analysis, then what is there? Flower makes no sense. You agree? If you remove the conventional analysis, then to see what it is, you have to go close by. Go close by, the flower dissolves. You're getting it? So the flower that you see is simply through your conceptualization that the flower exists. So entity is a conceptualization. What you see as a flower and so forth, these are just conceptualization. Now, if the conceptualization is removed, what is left? Emptiness is left. Absence of conceptualization of the flower is the emptiness of the flower. Because you remove the ultimate conventional analysis, then what is left? Then what is left should be seen by ultimate analysis. What will the ultimate analysis see? Emptiness of the flower. So here, when I say something, you get something, right? You get something. The moment I shift the next, it disappears. Did you get it? Do you understand what I'm saying? When I say something, you're getting something. The moment I move to the next, the first one disappears. What did he say? Right? Okay, that's very, very interesting. So, one time, I was giving such a teaching. And then I said that everything exists conventionally. Nothing exists ultimately. Then I said, the example that I like to give you is that this hall is the hall of convention. So everything exists in this convention, everything exists. The moment you go out, there's nothing outside there. You peep through, there's nothing there. Because ultimately nothing is there. So outside symbolizes, outside is metaphor for the ultimate. Ultimately nothing is there. Everything exists conventionally. Say this is the metaphor, this room is the metaphor for the conventional existence. Then, so when you peep out, what do you find? Nothing. Because everything exists conventionally in this hall. After teaching, during the break time, one girl started to, why, Janila? Okay. After teaching during the break time, one girl started to rush to me and said, Geshe, right? What you said is very true. I said, what did I say? She said that everything exists in this hall. The moment I get out of this hall, whatever you talk disappears. Okay, so this is what I can sense in you, your eyes, right? When this is something, you get something from the eyes. The moment I move to the next, right, the disappears. What is this? Okay. Where's the mic?
Why is emptiness also not a concept?
Oh, that's a good question. This is a good question. Okay. Anyone who can help me? Why emptiness also not a concept? Anyone? This is a good question. Sunamala, Mike. Why is emptiness also not a concept?
Geshe, so emptiness of emptiness, it is the one statement is there. That means emptiness itself again conventional things. Is
Wonderful. Okay, let's not take too much time. We have 112 verses, right? Today is the 7th day. You getting it? Okay, yes. Mike.
Sorry. You wanted us to remind you something on day 6, but we can leave it for tomorrow as well.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Perfect.
Good. Including, I think maybe two of you may be the same. Haskitli and Brenslav, I think they may be same. Okay, good. So now let's say that why is emptiness also not a concept? This is a very good question. You getting it? Okay. The Nidya what I would suggest is that thing of the 2 gates. What's the second gate? 2 things exist objectively, including emptiness. What's the answer? No. 2 things don't exist objectively, including emptiness. Emptiness also does not exist objectively, it exists subjectively. Even emptiness exists subjectively. It's quite scary. It's quite scary, yes. This is why oftentimes it says that the first experience of emptiness is very scary. But you keep meditating on this. Why scary? Because new experience that you're getting clashes with your old chronic disease. All chronic disease believe that things exist objectively, and now the new discovery is that things don't exist objectively. These 2 clash. That clash manifests in the form of a fear, sometimes uneasiness, tightness. You're getting it? So now keep meditating on this. Gradually what happens is that the things become clearer that nothing exists objectively. Then the chronic disease gradually subsides. Then with the wisdom of emptiness, self-grasping ignorance is the foundation of our uneasiness, irritation, anger. All these subsides and the peace dawns. Transcending sorrow is peace dawns, which I've never experienced before. You're getting it? So the initial experience of the fear will be replaced by incredibly profound peace, which we have never experienced before. You're getting it? So this is the meaning of. So therefore, to study these things systematically, this is a benefit. Hey, Jimmy, what are the 3 things? What are the 3 things? Anyone? Correct information, complete information, systematic information. This is a benefit. So we are together for the last 7-8 days, and there are 2 like every day 3 sessions, group discussions happening. So there's momentum, there's a flow happening. So you're able to follow. If our retreat is such that every day is just one session, then what you have learned today will take minimum 8-9 months. Believe it or not, you're getting it? What you've learned thus far will take minimum 8-9 months to get it. Why you get it so effectively within a short period of time is because that there's a flow there, and the momentum is not disrupted. Every day, 3 sessions of class, supplement group discussions, supplement by reading the text before the food and so forth, morning practice. All this combined together makes the flow so fast. You're getting it? So now, with the systematic studies, you can go back. What is known as the 2 gates. You're getting it? Whereas, if you don't study this systematically, this question comes, no answer. If somebody gives an answer, you will not get anything. Because when I say that, 2 gates, what is second gate? You know that do things exist objectively? What's the answer? No, including emptiness. Oh, even emptiness doesn't exist objectively. So, emptiness of emptiness. What Swanamala said. So this is what the Buddha taught, emptiness or emptiness. This come later. You're getting it? Oh, you're good. Yes, Mike.
Geshe, sorry, I'm a little confused. Like, in the verse number 40 and 41, and we just discussed that either within or likewise without, or somewhere in between the 2. the conquerors have never found the mind. So we are discussing that if like everything, if there is a subject and object, if there is no object, we cannot talk about subject.
Yes.
Yeah. And we say everything is subjective.
Yes.
So then how can we say all things exist subjectively? Because then we are not talking about any object.
Okay, that's a good question. We talk about things. In the presence of subject, we can talk of object. Object makes sense with the subject. Subject makes sense with the object. So there are two things, subject, object. But we said everything is subject. We just don't say everything is objective. We don't talk about the objective. Oh, yes, this is a contradiction. Okay, anyone who can say, help me. Did you follow the question? The question is that on the one hand, we talk about subject-object, what? Mutuality of dependency. Subject exists, objective exists. What is the first gate? Two things exist, including the objects. Do objects exist? Yes. You said yes. All you said yes. It never came to my mind. So if you said yes, object exists, subject exists, then why did you say everything is subjective? Why don't you say somehow objective, somehow subjective? Why not? This is a good question. Thank you. Okay. Big if.
I will just come back to the example at the beginning of this teaching. If no beneficiaries, there is no benefactor, but the Red Cross exists, and the people affected by the conflict, the victims exist. So if they cannot deliver, these two still exist, but are not benefactor.
No, this is what, what big if, what you said, is what the Rinpoche also accept, that subject-object exists. But subject-object, they are both exist, and why do you say only subjective? Why don't you say objective? Half should be objective, half should be subjective. Okay, the girl there.
Это доказывает нам, вот то, что все субъективно, это нам доказывает взаимозависимую природу.
The fact that everything is subjective proves to us interdependent nature of everything.
But why not some subjective, some objective? Because things are some subject, some object here.
We say things exist subjectively and not objectively because the object exists only when the subject exists.
So subject only exists only because of the object.
Yes.
Same.
Yes.
So therefore everything is objective. Good point. Nidhi is a good point, which means that, okay, good, next.
Я считаю, что все объекты предстают как объекты в нашем субъективном опыте.
Every object appears as an object in our subjective experience.
Oh, that's interesting. Object exists in the eyes of conventional analysis, which means objectively it's not there. Even include objects. Objects exist. How? To the conventional analysis, not in the ultimate analysis, which means even the object doesn't exist when subjected to ultimate analysis, which means objectively it doesn't exist. Objectively exists, but it's only subjectively. Therefore, emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. Good. Okay. Continue. Okay. Who's going to remind me this? Empty. Therefore, emptiness of objectivity of the object is the objectivity of the object. You want to remind me? Raise your hands. Rodamurula, you want to remind me? I can sense that Rodamurula is so fascinated by this. Huh? Okay, anyone? Okay, there. What's your name? Daniela. Diana is going to remind us. This Chandra is going to remind us. Diana, what are you going to remind us? Diana, what are you going to remind us? Very good. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, good. Now we continue the text. Did Chandra remember that? Don't just say that. Geshe, I have to remind you something. What is that? I don't know. Okay. So 40 what? 44. Entity is a conceptualization. What is a flower? It's just what's come to your conceptual mind, which is conventional analysis. So if the conventional analysis is removed, what is left is the emptiness. Then what is left is what is seen by the ultimate analysis. What the ultimate analysis sees is emptiness. So absence of conceptualization is emptiness. Where when you see conceptualization, say for example, the flower is there. When you see a flower, your mind is projecting the flower. When you see where you project the flower, you don't see the emptiness of the flower. So where conceptualization occurs, conceptualization of the flower occurs, how can they be the emptiness of the experience of the emptiness of the flower will not happen. Okay. 45. The mind in terms of the perceived and perceiver. This the Tathagata have never seen. The mind in terms of perceived and perceiver is very similar to what we discussed earlier. Say, the flower is perceived. What perceives the flower? My mind perceives it. The perceiver. Perceived as the object and the perceiver as the subject. These two don't exist objectively. The mind in terms of the perceived and perceiver, this the Tathagatas have never seen. Tathagata has never seen objective perceiver and objective perceived. Where there is the perceived, where is the objective perceived and perceiver, if you believe perceive and perceived exist objectively, you have no enlightenment. You will not gain enlightenment as long as you believe that perceive and perceive exists objectively. 46. And devoid of characteristics and origination. Say, in the eyes of ultimate analysis, the characteristics don't exist. Origination do not exist. Devoid of substantive reality. Devoid of objective substantive reality. And what is that? What is emptiness like? What is emptiness? Okay, let's say emptiness. Emptiness seen by what? Ultimate analysis, conventional analysis. Louder. Emptiness seen by ultimate analysis. Say you are now seeing the emptiness with the help of what is your mind? Hey, you are seeing emptiness. What is your mind? Ultimate analysis. Your mind is the ultimate analysis, and you are seeing the emptiness. In that experience, with the ultimate analysis, do you see characteristics? No. Do you see the origination? No. Do you see the substantial reality? No. And what do you see? Okay. Say, what do you see? This is a flower. It says transcending speech. Speech. I'm saying this is flower. Is this speech or not? This speech, does it exist in this ultimate analysis? It doesn't exist. So transcending speech, it transcends speech. That experience transcends speech. So therefore it is like space. It is like space. What is space? What is space? There's nothing really there, it's a solid thing. So characteristics, origination, just vacuum, like a vacuum. It's not vacuum, you're getting it, empty is not a vacuum. So the closest description that we give of the emptiness is, when you experience emptiness, it's like a space, the closest experience. So, in Tibetan, Masam Jime Shira Parujin, Maye Megandam Kugoni, Sozorani, Ishichuba, Tusumgive, Yuna Chan say low. This description of emptiness was what English? Beyond our friends, thought and expression. Beyond utterance, thought and expression is the perfection of wisdom. Which page? Page number 6. Page number 6. This is a very, very precious verse. Extremely sacred and precious words. Valuable words. Yes.
Beyond utterance, thought and expression is the perfection of wisdom, which is unborn, unceased, and has the nature of space.
Has the nature of space. You getting it? This, the first line. Beyond utterance, thought, and expression. So what is reality? What is this emptiness? This beyond utterance, beyond speech. You're getting it? It's beyond utterance, beyond speech. Beyond utterance, thought, and expression. There's nothing that you cannot really express in words.
Which is unborn, unceased, and
which is unborn, which is the nature of the non-origination.
Unceased.
And unceased, there's no ceasing inside. Ceasing stops, origination stops in this experience.
And has the nature of space.
And has the nature of the space. You're getting it? So, emptiness experience is given the metaphor of the space experience. Okay, and?
It is the object of apprehension of self-realized wisdom. To you, the mother of the Buddhas of the 3 times, I pay obeisance.
So this experience emptiness gives birth to all the Buddhas. How? This experience of the emptiness will cleanse all the mental defilements, self-grasping and so forth. When they are removed, then what becomes? You become a Buddha. So you are made Buddha by the wisdom of emptiness, by removing the mental defilements, and the hidden treasure is manifested fully. Okay, space. Awakening mind and enlightenment, meaning that awakening mind is what? The bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, what is that? May I become enlightened. You are looking for enlightenment. So awakened mind is the mind which looks for enlightenment, and enlightenment is the goal the awakened mind is seeking. Bodhicitta is seeking. So these two are also mutually dependent. These two are mutually dependent. They don't exist independent. They don't exist objective. Even the enlightenment is also empty of objective reality. But it doesn't mean the enlightenment is non-existent. Enlightenment exists or not exists? Huh? It exists. But enlightenment is not objectively there. Even enlightenment is also not objectively there. How can you say it exists? Nirvana. Huh?
Because Buddha become enlightened.
No, this is just conventionally, not ultimately. So how can you say enlightenment exists? Yes, Chandela. Are you exercising? Gina exercising like this. I thought she's raising her hand. Okay. So, anyone who likes to give the answer? Hey, Buddha exists or not exists? Enlightenment exists or not exists? Huh? Exists. It exists. No, it's just a label. It's just a convention. Right? Huh? Still exists. No, it's just convention. It's convention doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It still exists because it should pass through 2 gates. The first gate is that 2 things exist, including enlightenment. Yes. Emptiness exists. Yes. What is the second gate? Do they exist objectively? No. Okay, good. Awakening mind and enlightenment, these two are mutually dependent. Possesses the characteristics of non-duality, meaning that they don't exist as independent. Dual meaning 2 independent entities, as 2 independent, objectively independent entities. No, awakening mind and enlightenment, these two are not independent. They are dependent. They are mutually dependent. So they don't exist as independently dual things. Characteristics of non-duality. They are not independent dual, non-dual. 47. Those abiding in the heart of enlightenment, such as Buddhas, heart of enlightenment meaning, so when you Buddha nature, the hidden treasure manifests fully. That is the heart of enlightenment. Such as the Buddhas, the great beings, and all the great compassionate ones always understand emptiness to be like space, meaning that always understand emptiness like space, meaning that they use their mind. Which mind? Ultimate analysis. With the ultimate analysis, all this diversity dissolves. Sickness, aging, death, tension, depression, everything dissolves in the experience of the ultimate analysis. So it is like space. Always understand emptiness to be like space. 48. Therefore, constantly meditate on this emptiness. So therefore, the message given that these enlightened masters, they are our role models. We want to become one like them. We want to uncover our Buddha nature. So who succeeded? Buddhas succeeded. So you are our role models. So whatever you're doing, we'll do. What do? You always meditate on emptiness. I will also meditate on emptiness. So he says, therefore constantly meditate on this emptiness. So the basis of phenomena says emptiness. So for example, here, what you see is a flower is just seen by the conventional analysis, yes? Okay, at the moment, right, I'm just going through a very fast movie, very fast. And you are seeing something, yes, I'm getting something. It is like Snapchat. What is Snapchat? Some people, the Snapchat is very important because if you don't watch it, introvert will disappear. Right? If you don't watch it, you will miss. Whole world will collapse. Whole world will collapse. You have to watch it, right? And at the end of the day, nothing's left, right? Yet, if you don't watch it, you are missing a lot. You're missing a lot. You're getting it? So you have to watch it. Within 24 hours, it disappear. Okay. So this is what I'm showing you. Emptiness. You're getting it? And you may get something, you're getting something, the next moment the first one is gone. You're getting it? If I ask you, what did you see? Tell me something, 10 moments you have seen in the Snapchat last time. You will not remember. It happens, but in this case, don't worry. This is precious. You're getting it? You're getting something, next moment, you forgot the earlier. Again, the third moment, the second is gone. Don't worry, it leaves a deep imprint in us because author of this text is Nagarjuna. You getting it? I benefit, you benefit, we all benefit. Don't worry that, okay, I'm getting something, but I'm not getting anything. You're getting, at the end of the day, I'm not getting anything. So at the moment, I'm getting something, don't worry. It's very precious. Next time you study the same thing or listen to the recordings, you'll be fascinated to see that I'm getting something now. You getting it? Okay, this is very precious. Okay. Therefore, constantly meditate on this emptiness, the basis of all phenomena, tranquil, meaning that, okay, basis of all phenomena. What is this? The flower. Flower is just how it appears to your conventional analysis. You're getting it? Conventional. Remove conventional. What is there? Emptiness. You're getting it? So the emptiness is the basis for you to see the flower. You're getting it? Did you get something? 20%? Did you get 20% out of what I'm saying? Right? If I ask you what you say, it blanks out. You become blank. Don't worry. Okay, basis, I'm explaining the basis of phenomena, basis of the flower. Say, what is this? The flower. Are you sure it's flower? Now we'll check the basis. Right? What is this flower? It appears a flower to which mind? To your conventional analysis. Conventional analysis means remove the conventional analysis. What is this? No flower. Emptiness of the flowers left. That's a basis. On this basis, then the flower appears. So therefore, emptiness of the house is the basis of the house. Emptiness of flower is the basis of flower. You getting it? Emptiness of everything is the basis of any other object. So therefore, this emptiness which you are meditating, which all the Buddhist Bodhisattvas have been meditating, this is the base of all phenomena, and if you experience this, it's so tranquil. It's so tranquil. So the texts, the great masters say that you get a glimpse of emptiness. You get a glimpse of emptiness and how you just see how the mind behaves. How the mind behaves. Instantly, your mind will just calm down. For example, say somebody comes in the facade of a ghost with the bedsheet and as a ghost, and there's so much of fear. And then the person removes, and you see that this is your very loving brother or sister, right? And what happens? What happens to your mind? The fear instantly dissolves. You're getting it? Likewise, when you see the emptiness, it says that all this unnecessary mental turbulence will dissolve. Number two, how it says tranquil, the tranquility. That tranquility that you experience through emptiness, at the moment, how many mentally feel a little disturbed? Mental disturbance, agitated? Hey, agitated? No, you're smiling. How can you be agitated, right? But believe it or not, each one of us, there's some degree of mental turbulence is within us. At the moment, you don't feel it is there. How do you know it is there? You get a glimpse of emptiness. Glimpse of emptiness, you see that the mind, there's some, say, mental state is there, like this turbulence, because it's always with you, you don't notice that. How do you notice that it is there? The moment you get a glimpse of emptiness, the mind like this stills. When it becomes still, wow, all these, my mind is in this state. I did not know that. You feel the stillness, you're getting it? It's only through the wisdom of emptiness. Okay. Tranquil. An illusion-like, groundless meaning that there's nothing to hold on to as objective. You hold the ground, you're getting it? Hold the ground so that you don't fall. So there's nothing to hold on to as objectively real. Groundless. And you understand this, it destroys the cyclic existence. It shatters your samsaric existence. Okay. Number 49. As non-contingent, as non-origination and as empty or as no self now. Okay, what Nidhi asked, is emptiness also not a concept? You're getting it? This is the answer. See, some people, they think of emptiness as objectively real. Oh, emptiness is so precious. You're getting it? When you say emptiness is so precious, you're holding to emptiness as objectively real, not as a concept. Okay, so it says, as non-origination, meaning emptiness of origination. As emptiness, as no selflessness. Emptiness such, one who meditates on a lesser truth, meaning that the selflessness is objectively real. Emptiness is objectively real. What you're meditating is meditating on a lesser truth. It's not the ultimate truth. It's a lesser truth. So if you view emptiness as not a concept, it's objectively real. This is not the ultimate truth. Even this understanding is not real understanding of emptiness. That is not true meditation on emptiness. You getting it? This is not a true meditation on emptiness. 50. The notions of virtue and non-virtue, characterized by being momentary and disintegrated. The Buddha has spoken of the emptiness. So, virtues, non-virtues, do they exist? Hey. They exist because you have to pass through the first gate. They exist. Do they exist objectively? No, they exist. If they don't exist subjectively, how do they exist? They exist subjectively. Subjectively means like a dream. Okay, the notions of virtues and non-virtue, characterized being they are momentary, they will cease. So these all, what the Buddha said, objectively they are empty. Subjectively they exist as, they are momentary, they exist as arising, disintegrating, but objectively they are empty. The Buddha has spoken of the emptiness, objectively empty. Other than this, no emptiness is held. What is emptiness? Only understand emptiness is emptiness of objective existence. This is understanding. It is emptiness of permanent unity, independent self. This is not the real understanding of emptiness. Very gross. Emptiness of autonomous substance real. It's very gross. What is the third one? Emptiness, externality. It's not the real emptiness. It's very gross. Empty. What is the fourth one? Hey, Tenzila. Over there. No? Okay, anyone else? Yes.
Пустота от истинного существования, которое не отрицает объективное существование. Emptiness of true existence while not rejecting objective existence.
Very good. Thank you. Even that is not true. Even that is not the ultimate understanding of emptiness. Emptiness means emptiness objective. This is the only answer. You getting it? So other than this, no emptiness is held. Emptiness, only emptiness that we understand and which will liberate us from all the miseries, all the tears, all the pains of samsara is the emptiness of objective existence. Okay. 51. The body of mind which has no object, or say the mind say who sees the emptiness? My mind sees my wisdom sees the emptiness. What is that emptiness that your mind is seeing? Okay, so that object, it is not like, oh, I'm seeing a flower. There's no such object there. When you say I'm seeing emptiness, you're seeing where the flower is empty object reality. So in fact, there's nothing like a space. We call there's nothing there, we call that as space. So likewise, emptiness, where there's all the objective existence dissolve. All the objective existence dissolves, this is what you call as the emptiness. So therefore it says, the abiding of a mind which has no object. There's no objective object. There's no objective object. Okay, listen. Any object that appears to your mind. Okay, you are watching a movie and I'm also watching a movie. You getting it? You are watching a movie because I'm explaining one thing, jump to the next, and you are saying, it's interesting, but then you lose the audio, and I'm enjoying that part. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're watching a movie, what? Emptiness, jumping next one, you're getting something, and the earlier one disappears. And I'm seeing that in you. That's what movie that I'm watching in you. You're getting it? I'm enjoying it. Okay, so the abiding of a mind which has no objective entity as an object is defined as the characteristic of a space. What is space? Space is where if there's space in this hall, hey, do you see the space? So answer is yes. If the hall is filled with just full, then is there space? You say there's no space. Now, there's no space there. Okay, which means the space means where the obstructions are removed, that is known as the space. Where the solid objects, they are gone, this space. Likewise, emptiness is like this, where the flower disappears in the experience of the ultimate analysis. That is the space like emptiness. Okay, it says, abiding of a mind which has no object is defined as the characteristic of a space. So they accept that meditation emptiness is in fact a meditation space. So therefore, emptiness is oftentimes given the metaphor of space. You understand it? You understand it? Hey, yes, no? Okay, good. 52. Now, say, when the Buddha teaches emptiness, it is like a lion's roar. Lion's roar meaning there's so much of confidence. Because you see that, say, conventional meaning that something, a reality of an object seen by a deceptive mind, seen by illusory mind, but emptiness is object seen by the non-deceptive mind. So therefore the confidence is extremely high level. So with the lion's roar of the emptiness, the Buddha teaches emptiness with such confidence, all pronouncements are frightened, meaning that all pronouncements of objective existence, for example, Chittamatra says, the mind exists truly. The Vaibhashika Sautrandika says, particles exist as objective real. And then the various traditions, Chittamatra, within Buddhism, outside Buddhism, who believe in objective reality, when the Buddha said nothing exists objectively, everybody who believes in objective reality, they are frightened. You're getting it? They are frightened. It's metaphor. Frightened meaning that they cannot hold on to the position because that is all being dismantled by the Buddha's the wisdom. Wherever such speakers reside, their emptiness lies in wait. So where? So these speakers, like the Buddha, when they speak, finally what they taught is the emptiness of object reality, understand which all your miseries will dissolve. Okay, next, 53. To whom consciousness is momentary, to them it cannot be permanent. So if the mind is impermanent, how could it be inconsistent with emptiness? Okay, so to whom consciousness now, Nigarjuna is helping those people who believe in objective existence to gradually move to the emptiness of existence. Or what did I say? Hey, what did I say? Wow, very good. I'm glad. Because others, I know why others are not responding, because they're telling me that it's already 4:30. Huh? It's one more. So now I'm requesting you, do it one more.
Arina Gardana.
You one more, why? Why? Others should hear. Well, it's for kindness. Yes. What did I say?
Arina Gardana is trying to help those who believe in objective existence to gradually move towards the emptiness of objective existence.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you. Okay, so how are Nagarjuna helping? First Arjuna asked them, the mind, let's say Chittamatra, not only Chittamatra, everybody who believes in objective existence. So let's take the example of Chittamatra. Nagarjuna asked Chittamatra, do the minds exist? What is the answer? Yes. Hey, yes. They don't know what they're saying. Yes, right? Okay, yes. Okay, do they say, if Nagarjuna asks Chittamatra, do you believe that the mind exists? What's the answer? Yes. Yes, very good. And this mind which you said is existent, mind, is it permanent or impermanent? Impermanent. If it is impermanent, it cannot be permanent, yes? Good. If it's not permanent, then the mind changes from one moment to the second moment to the third moment. Yes? Okay. If the mind meets with a bad influence, then the mind becomes negative. Yes? Your mind, but Bodhicittavivaraṇa, comment on Bodhicitta, teachings, you go there, and then your long-time school friend comes. Hey, where did you go? Oh, very interesting retreat. Amazing. What amazing? Tell me what? Right? Bodhicittavivaraṇa, right? So we have a school friends gathering. Would you come? Okay, who are they? Our school friends. Okay, so your mind is there, then your mind is driven towards the pubs, nightclubs, right? So influence and change to something which is so fresh now, change to something negative, right? Negative. So it's impermanent. Impermanent. So how it changes from good to bad? Because it is influenced by bad conditions, which means that if the mind is impermanent, means it's changing depending on the conditions. If it depends on conditions, it is not independent. If it's not independent, it is dependent. It's empty of independence. Empty of independence is the emptiness of the mind. So this Nagarjuna gradually teaches how, if you accept those who, the mind is impermanent, but it's objective real, like Chittamatra. So Nagarjuna teaches them, then gradually takes them to the emptiness of objective reality. Okay, let's see. To whom, 53, to whom consciousness is momentary, to them it cannot be permanent. And if the mind is impermanent, how could it be inconsistent with emptiness? It cannot be inconsistent, it should be compatible with emptiness. Because emptiness means emptiness of independent existence. They are dependent causes conditions. Impermanence means dependent causes conditions. It cannot be independent. It should be empty of independence. 53. There, in brief, if the Buddhas uphold the mind to be impermanent, how would they not uphold that it is empty as well? Empty of objective reality as well. Okay, 55, and then we'll stop here. From the very beginning itself, the mind never had it. Now Nagarjuna is saying that now you discover that mind is empty of objective reality. This is not that today the mind has become empty of objective reality. It has been empty of objective reality since when? Since beginningless time. Since beginningless time, mind has been existing. Since beginningless, mind has been empty of objective reality. From the very beginning itself, the mind never had an intrinsic nature. It is not being stated here that an entity which possesses intrinsic existence. So earlier it exists intrinsically real. For example, let's say that, okay, that house was a cow shed. That house is a cow shed. Now there are no cows. So now let's make it a residence for any person, a guest. So thus far it is not a guest house. From today it will become a guest house. Likewise, the mind thus far it is intrinsically real. Now today you understand emptiness, now it is empty. No, it's not like that. So therefore the Buddha did not invent emptiness. If the Buddha invented emptiness, before that it should be objectively real. So therefore Buddha did not invent emptiness. What did Buddha do? Buddha discovered emptiness. What existed before, that nothing exists independently, the mind did not exist objectively before, that is what the Buddha discovered, not that he invented. So therefore it says, from the very beginning itself, the mind never had any intrinsic nature. Therefore it is not that till today the mind exists intrinsically, now it has become empty of intrinsic. No, this is not the case. It is not being stated here that the entity which once possessed intrinsic existence now lacks intrinsic existence. This is not the connotation. Okay, so let's finish the 56 and then we'll stop here. If one asserts this, one abandons the locus of selfhood in the mind, which means that if you understand what is said thus far, one abandons the locus meaning some essence of selfhood, meaning what is selfhood? Selfhood has a connotation of objective existence. Selfhood, objectivism, they mean the same. So one abandons one's belief in this, the objective existence of the mind is abandoned. It is not the nature of things to transcend one's own intrinsic reality. So it's not that, so for example, say if the flower exists intrinsically, then you cannot say that it is empty of intrinsic nature. Because the flower is empty of intrinsic, because it is. You say it is empty of intrinsic nature because the reality is that it is empty of intrinsic nature. So likewise, it is not the nature of things to transcend one's own intrinsic nature, because if it exists intrinsically, it should remain intrinsic. If it's not intrinsic, it should remain as non-intrinsic. You cannot transcend your nature. For in the case of mind, what is the nature? That it is not intrinsically real. So, not intrinsically real remains as non-intrinsically real. Okay, we'll stop here. Dedication prayer. Dedication prayer. A dedicated marriage thus gathered, first realization that is in the prayers of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of 3 times, and to the upholding doctrine of description insight. May in all lives, through the force of this merit, never separate from the 4 wheels of the Mahayana vehicle, and accomplish all the stages of the path of renunciation, bodhicitta, perfect in the 2 stages. From my 2 collections, vast space that I've amassed, from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the shield-leading Buddha for all those whose minds wisdom is blind by ignorance. Avge tuje shagere zo cho shenge meto dege ponjamba serge Abo jebe ko shage gebo tela cha selo o mone mahamona yeswa Mone Mahamona Yeswa Tavge tuje shagere so chon shenge me Om Sege Dimbo Tabo Jebe Ko Shage Gebo Kela cha se lo mone mone Mahamona Yeswaha Mone mone Mahamona Yeswaha Tage tuje Shayere so chon shenge me to Dege ponjamba Serge lumbo Abo jebe ko shage gebo Kela cha se lo mone mone Mahamona Yeswaha mone mone Mahamona Yeswaha mone mone Mahamona Yeswaha mone mone Mahamona Yeswaha mone mone Mona Yeswaha mone mone Mahamona Yeswaha. Three persuasions together.